Please welcome His Imperial Highness Prince Regent Prince Phúc Bố Chắn of Vietnam, the Imperial Grand Council, the Imperial Nguyen Dynasty of Vietnam. He is going to deliver the Imperial Address for the New Year of the Dragon, 2012.
Dear Vietnamese fellow countrymen, in the sacred time of the New Year Eve of the Dragon, the spring of the nation, in the history of thousands of years of Lạc Long, pagan and angel primitive birth, we hand in hand, mind in mind, together reunite, breaking down Hanoi communism, saving the fatherland from the brutal hand of the North Chinese invaders. Wishing on the Vietnamese compatriots inside the country land as well as on abroad, firmly strengthen confidence and energy, rebuilding peace, prosperity and happiness for the people and the fatherland. Through many ties of the Communist Party conference, Hanoi Communist still continues step over the slavery road of selling the country, always showing feeble-minded to the North enemy, violent and inhuman to innocent people. In the history of the world leadership, we never see any political regime and their leaders play a controlled role in governing the people like a group of unconscionable pirates as a communist ruler. All of them have become the stranger invaders, demonstrating more barbarous and violent than the foreign dominant people. They punish, maltreat, and massacre their compatriot who has the same blood of their ancestors. Standing by in front of the damages and the ruin of the country, the massacre of the innocent compatriots and slavery leadership Hanoi Communists, we the Vietnamese nationalists are feeling unhappy and regretful to rethink the glorious period of national history of the monarchy's reign of Dinh Lê Lý Trần dynasty, protecting and building the country peaceful and magnificently. In the Imperial Nguyen dynasty, Long Nguyen Hoàng and his troop advanced the south, building and transformed more than a half of the country. Continuously, the Long Nguyen Phúc Châu, Nguyen Phúc Nguyên, Nguyen Phúc Tần, following their ancestor law, they continue to develop and embellish the country. Saigon, the capital of the south, the Pearl of the Orient, was a perfectly built island with on the system of a long river and harbor were completely transformed. Hà Tiên, a promised land dedicated to the Long Nguyen Phúc Châu by Mr. Macau, a Chinese Mandarin who fled away from China to the very south of Vietnam, rebuilding and embellishing into an ideal inhabitant South province. Up to the beginning of the 19th century, Emperor Yalong of the Imperial Nguyen dynasty reunites the whole country from the north to the south. He named the country Vietnam in 1802, starting an independent and prosperous reigning period of the nation. In the French domination, 3 revolutions with Emperor Ham Nghi, Thanh Thái Duy Tân abandoned the throne and stood up in the revolution fighting the French invader. Emperor Thanh Thái, under the yellow flag and breast stripe of the nation, following the yellow national flag of the 2 sisters Trưng Trắc and Trưng Nhị, under the revolt against the Chinese invasion, continue to sweep out the French domination. Through the history of rebuilding a country and gaining the independence of the fatherland, our ancestor emperor has spent too much sweat and blood. Nowadays, the Hanoi communists are selling the country. Positively, they will be condemned and eliminated by the people. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and the Secretary General of the Communist Party, the President of Vietnam, are dishonest and hypocrite to announce the sovereignty of Vietnam and condemn the Chinese invasion, but stealthily in the secret selling the country and island to the Chinese invaders, gaining hundreds of US million and owning luxurious palaces inside the country and abroad. They together control the economy, industry, and finance of the whole nation. They closed their eyes and became blind before the death, imprisonment of a fisherman in the fish-catching zone of Triều Sa, Hoàng Sa Island from the Chinese invader pirate who attacked the fishermen and asked for money in exchange. They are also stealing the land, houses, garden, fish pond, and rice field of the people and countrymen who have spent year after years managed and rebuilding successfully. Utilizing the power of the system of absolute communist government, they confiscated houses, rice field of the people, and pushed them out of their residence, making them the homeless native who are now living in the market, public garden, and under bridge. The virtue and religion have been declined and oppressed. The Buddhism, Catholic, Taoism, Buddhist, Hòa Protestant continue to be discriminated and brutally oppressed. The young people has been massively sold in the foreign labor market. Young girls and young women have been becoming prostitutes for the foreign sex market and making brides for the handicapped, foreign madmen everywhere in the Europe, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia. In such discrimination, oppression, and enormous devastation on the Vietnamese people have become angry and offended. Together they must stand up to break down the communist regime and eliminate the cruel oppressors. Finally, on the Vietnamese people will positively gain the triumphant victory. The brutal communist regime must be destroyed. The non-invader enemy have lost their local communist support and will be forced to run away from the fatherland. The final glorious victory will blossom in the heart of